Hello, this is Rogers Redding, National Coordinator of Football Officials. I want to welcome you to the first of the media videos for 2015. We started doing these last year for our media partners, and we got a very nice response, so we'll do them again this year. We'll do one of these every couple weeks or so, and if you have comments or suggestions about particular plays that you'd like to see, be sure to let me know, because we want to make these as useful to you as we possibly can. I thank you for your interest in these, and now let's get to the plays. Here's a good illustration of the foul for defensive pass interference. You can see that the defender makes no attempt to play the ball. He's strictly playing through the receiver, doesn't look back to see where the ball is, clearly impedes the receiver's ability to get to the football. This is a classic example of defensive pass interference. Here's an illustration of a false start that you don't see very often. That's when the snapper starts the snap and doesn't complete it. We call this a snap infraction. You can see that he jerks the ball back but doesn't complete the snap, and this is a foul for a false start snap infraction. Here's a play where a pass receiver commits a foul for illegal touching because he steps out of bounds and then comes back in bounds before touching the football. You can see him step out of bounds at around the 38-yard line. He goes out on his own, comes back in bounds, and is the first to touch the football. You can see that the deep official is talking to the referee. He has his hat off. He's indicated that he's thrown the hat to show that the player has gone out of bounds before he comes back in. And because he went out of bounds on his own, this is a foul. Now there's no yardage penalty associated with this. It's simply loss of down at the previous spot.
Illegal touching, offense, number 8. Number 8 went out of bounds, came in bounds, and caught the pass. This penalty is loss of down at the previous spot, 4th down.
This play illustrates a personal foul for hands to the face by a defensive lineman. You'll see that the defensive end on the left side of the defensive formation comes across, places his hands in the face, pushes back on the headgear of the offensive player, and this is a personal foul, hands to the face.
Personal foul, hands to the face. The
Andre Hunt
will be tacked on to the end of the run. Automatic first down.
Here's a play that illustrates an illegal forward pass when the passer is beyond the neutral zone when he throws the football. Notice that the passer crosses the line of scrimmage and then runs a few yards along the line of scrimmage beyond it before throwing the football. I point this out because even if he had crossed back behind the line and thrown the ball, he still would have committed a foul for an illegal forward pass. So once he crosses that line of scrimmage, he cannot legally throw a forward pass no matter if he's beyond or behind the line when he actually releases the ball. This pass play shows us an example of offensive pass interference. You'll see on the replay that the receiver, number 1, goes down the field, initiates the block, pushes back on the defender to clear space, actually pulls him to the ground, and then goes on downfield for the pass. So this is a clear case of offensive pass interference. The penalty is 15 yards from the previous spot.
pass interference by number 1 of the offense. The 15-yard penalty and replay second down.
Well, I want to thank you for watching this first of the media videos for 2015. We'll be back in a couple of weeks with another set of plays. And again, if you have comments or suggestions for plays you'd like to see, be sure to let us know. Thanks again, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks.